What's going on, New York Giants fans? Welcome back to another edition of Giants Convo. Told you I'm gonna be firing the content back up. So we got some news to talk about here. Coming out today, a couple of moves the Giants made that I want to talk about, and I also want to talk about some possible free agent predictions. So we're gonna get this thing fired up here on New York Giants Conversations. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button for Unpopular Opinion Sports for all your New York Giants content, New York Jets, Mets, Knicks, Yankees, all New York sports, all unpopular opinions, all the time. Let's get it.
Welcome to Giants Convo.
All right, man. Welcome back to New York Giants Conversation. I'm your host, NYG Double Deuce, aka Unpopular Opinion Sports. So, New York Giants making moves, making free agent moves. The first move that I want to talk about is the New York Giants re-signing Gunnar Olszewski. Now, remember, he was the kick punt returner, did play some spot duty at wide receiver last year. Actually looked pretty decent as a slot receiver. So they bring him back on a 1-year prove-it deal. And to be honest with you, and shout out to Big Pat Sports Talk. Y'all go subscribe to Big Pat and go subscribe to the Aboriginal Sports Network. Links will be in the description. He said that the Giants could possibly replace Gunnar Olszewski. Replace Wan'Dale Robinson with a guy like Gunnar Olszewski. Now, he ain't going to be Wan'Dale Robinson, but I think he's a reliable receiver with reliable hands, and he's the type of guy that can, that teams will probably sleep on, and he can get 5, 6, 7 catches a game, for 60, 70 yards possibly. I think he's one of those type of guys, 40, 50 yard a game guy, maybe, 4 or 5 catches. Just somebody that can help you move the chains, maybe get some tough third down catches, And at worst, you can use him on special teams, He's been proven to be a pretty good, reliable kick returner for the New York Giants. So I think that's a good, low-key, good move for John Harbaugh, bringing back Gunnar Olszewski. Now, the other thing is today, and I reported on it this morning, the Giants are bringing back Blown Motor, Mr. Devin Singletary himself. So, if you know about Devin Singletary with the New York Giants, he's not been, I don't think he's been a very good player. And I know a lot of Giants fans don't like this because he was kind of the guy that came in to replace your favorite player, Saquon Barkley. And Devin Singletary is he's meh. I don't think he's horrible. He had some decent runs, some decent games last year, I guess. But, man, isn't that disappointing, Giants fans? To be talking about Kenneth Walker and Jeremiah Love and, Travis Etienne, Rico Dwaddle. Then they give you Blown Motor. I mean, gotta be trolling y'all. They gotta be trolling y'all. But I told you, y'all don't like listening to me. I try to tell y'all knuckleheads, look, the Giants are gonna be in the market for no big time running back. It don't make no damn sense. Why would you go out and spend $14-15 million a year on Kenneth Walker when you need offensive linemen? You need offensive linemen and you need defensive linemen. And you need corners, which they obviously telling you they tried to get McDuffie. So, and you also need that very, very important spot that everybody's been talking about for so many years with the Giants, and that is linebacker. So, a lot of positions to be dealt with before you get to running back. So I never thought they was going to be in a big market for no big time running back, man. You got 2 decent running backs on the roster, as I've mentioned before in my other video. But all right, let's get to some of the rumors before we wrap this thing up. So it doesn't look like the Giants are going to be able to get Tyler Linderbaum. I know y'all want Tyler Linderbaum, but from everything I'm hearing, I don't think the Giants are going to be big in the Tyler Linderbaum sweepstakes. The Bears just got rid of their center. Buffalo needs a lot of teams need a center. A lot of teams is going to be willing to pay and make Tyler Linderbaum the number 1 paid center in the NFL. That's why I said, can you as Giants fans put your comments in the comment section? Can you as Giants fans be okay with John Michael Schmitz at center for another season? Because that, to me, looks like the road they may be going. They're going to put Schmitz in there. They're going to get a guard. They're going to probably bring back a Luminor or maybe even take a tackle at 5. I'm hearing Fano. I'm hearing Francis Marino. I can't pronounce names. I'm so bad with that. Help me. But I'm hearing those 2 names. So you really want to throw that bag at a center? Now, everybody looking at the Devin Singletary move because, to clarify things, Devin Singletary is being restructured, not re-signed. He's being restructured to lower his cap hit so that they can add money. But I honestly think that bread is for 2 positions, guard and linebacker. I think those are the splashes you're going to see in free agency. You're looking at Wyatt Taylor. You're looking at Elijah Vera Tucker, Bettino, cats like that at guard. And then the linebackers are, man, it's a bunch of them out there now. Edmonds just got cut. You got Zaire Franklin out there. They talk about Fred Warner possibly being moved. We just did the stream, so go check that video out about free agent linebackers and who could be the possible fits for the Giants. It's a bunch of them. So I think they're in the market for guard for sure, linebacker for sure, and the other position is tight end. I think those are the 3 positions they're going to spend big money on. But what about receiver? What about running back? Well, you got Malik Nabers, you got Cam Scatbo. Those going to be your stars. You're going to have to fill the roster out around them. That's what y'all not understanding. They've identified their top guys. Now they want to build around them. Y'all got to understand a thing too before I wrap this up. How do you think? You got to understand how these players feel too. How do you think if the Giants been telling a Scatterbo or you don't know what they telling these players, you don't know how they feel internally, and then you take and you drop Kenneth Walker into the running back room, and everybody's like, well, signing Devin Singletary don't technically, but who the hell gonna have 4 running backs? All of them getting paid. And you can't run all four of them at the same time. So somebody going to be on special teams or going to not be active. So you're going to do that to Tyrone Tracy? Are you going to take and cut Devin Singletary, who you just asked the man to take a pay cut? Then you're going to, like, make it make sense. They're not getting a fucking running back. I'm sorry, y'all. They get one, it might be a cheap running back in the draft, maybe an undrafted free agent to compete. Or, like I said, they don't like Tyrone Tracy. My three reasons why they would go, my reasons why they would go after the running back position. So, not getting you there. And as for Linderbaum, I just think he costs too much. Because you can't pay all that money to a center, then try to go sign Aluminum and get a guard. Like, you're going to be kind of spent. Remember, you paying Andrew Thomas and John Runyon too. Don't forget that. Yeah. So you're going to be paying all these guys top money pretty much if you do that. Because you would be paying Andrew Thomas, right? Making big money. John Runyon, y'all want to cut him because he got a high cap hit. You sign Linderbaum, another huge deal. Then you're going to have to sign the guard for some decent money. Then Jermaine Illumino wants to be the highest paid, right? How you going to make it work? So, again, I'm giving you the realistic approach, not selling you hope. And the realistic approach these days in the world, it's unpopular. Till next time, I'm up out of here. Peace.